the 29th of November, and today Chantelle Cameron has posted on Twitter a video showing her trainer, Jamie Moore, having a chat with the referee before the fight, explaining about the excessive holding in the previous fight they'd had with Katie Taylor and the amount of excessive head clashes from Katie Taylor. He didn't say headbutts, he used the word head clash, but the referee knew he was talking about headbutts because he replied, the one to have to avoid headbutts is the fighter, Chantelle. My job is to look out for it. So he was told about it, but in his mind, Chantelle was the one that would have to avoid them. So, to me, just seems a bit strange. You know, yes, he was warned. He was warned about the excessive holding. He was warned about the excessive head clashes, or headbutts, is obviously what he meant. And did nothing about them. Absolutely zero. Very dodgy.
I asked the referee 3 times to make sure that she wasn't holding all the time. Also, a lot of head clashes, she got a lot of damage from head clashes. So I just ask you please to be visual and make sure there's not holding or head clashes.
I'll be watching that.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
But the one who be prepared to avoid the headbutts is you. My job is to make a knowledge about it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
to do my due.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be prepared for the headbutts because you are the boxer.
But you just said that. You just said yourself it's illegal for the to use the head. Yeah. So she
illegal.
uses the head, please.
That's my job.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'll be watching that. Thank you for.
Also, Chantelle Cameron has posted a video today from another angle showing the headbutt, which you can see clearly. Poof! Straight aiming. But we can see in the first one, she's looking and aiming for her when she does it. But it's 100% on the most intentional headbutts you can see.
If she could turn it around somehow, if you want the greatest comeback, if you want the greatest comeback, if you want the greatest comeback.
Even though the referee had been warned, and he'd been warned about the holding, he missed the obvious knockdown, clear knockdown. He missed a clear head clash, headbutt, and he did nothing about the obvious holding. He's breaking them up every time they held. So he knew they were holding. I've watched this, so he's breaking them up every time she holds, he's breaking them up as quick as he can. But I would say that for the second half of the fight, when Katie Taylor got tired, probably half of every round was spent just holding. All her game plan was to stop Chantelle from throwing punches by grabbing her arms. Myself, I'd be, after the way Chantelle Cameron's been treated with all this, having to go back to Dublin to put her belts on the line again after winning the first fight. Ridiculous. It should have been in the UK, and Katie Taylor should have been putting her belts on the line. So they made her go back, made sure they got him with dodgy refereeing. That's what it seems like anyway. Eddie Hearn is in charge of this promotion. He's overseeing it all. He's obsessed with getting a trilogy at Croke Park. You know, it's just, when you see the footage from the dressing room, it just gets more and more dodgy as it goes on. All this is obsession with the trilogy. All this has been make sure Katie wins at all cost. Why didn't they get a decent referee in? There's loads of decent referees you could have found which would have clamped down on head clashes and holding. No, they picked one that lets them get away with it. I don't trust none of it myself anyway. Well, you can decide, and if you're a Katie Taylor fan, you can tell me, you can just post endless posts about how Cameron was doing these things wrong. Yeah, she did nothing wrong compared to how bad what Katie Taylor was doing, because a head butt to the face is 10 times worse than a punch to the face, to the head. There's no gloves on your head, a solid bone going, not padded fists, it's 10 times worse. It's highly dangerous and it should be clamped down. The amount she was doing, it was unreal. I know, oh well, Chantelle was using elbows, but elbows to get out of the clinches. If she wasn't being clinched, she wouldn't use any elbows. Yes, you can be a fan of a fighter, but all these fanboys of Katie Taylor, it's unbelievable how much they can just make up anything. You stepped on her foot, it wasn't a knockdown. Just blind is what they're not watching through their eyes what's going on. It's just what they want to believe's happened. No, it was a con job. It was a dodgy job. That's my opinion. I'm pretty sure of it from what's going on here, and nothing's going to come of it. So why these Katie Taylor fans are so obsessed with trying to prove that Katie won this magnificent fight? No, she didn't win the magnificent fight. She was exhausted. And she was hanging on. Because if she didn't hang on, she was going to get beaten to death. She had to hang on to Chantelle, because Chantelle would have pulverised her until oblivion. And she knew it. She had to do a little, go in, as soon as she got close, a few flurry punches and grab before she got hit. Because otherwise she'd get smashed to bits. That's all it was. Obvious fight to work out, and obvious. I don't know how the commentators, when Chantelle was doing good punches, quiet. Oh, Chantelle, maybe they said, oh, Chantelle did a good shot there. One little punch from Katie. Oh, look at Katie going. Oh, look how great she is. Oh, my God. It was the most biased commentary ever. It's just an unreal event. What bugs me is I was seeing how great women's fighting, the female fighting, was coming on. How good it was compared to the men. He was improving and improving. This has just let everything down. Just because Eddie Hearn, it seems like, and his obsession with this trilogy. He's robbed a girl of her belts. The worst fighter won. That's my opinion, as I keep saying. So, check these clips out.
Jamie, how's Chantelle? She's in now, I know. How is she?
Yeah, she's gone back to the hotel now. She's obviously devastated. You can imagine. She just feels like this whole scenario, everything was set up to for her to lose. For what I was actually watching, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. But we was denied a knockdown in the first round, which we should have been.
We did say that on
100% legitimate knockdown, and I begged the referee in the changing rooms.
Before the fight?
Before the fight, I said, please. Last time she got away with holding a lot. My fighter's best work's up close. Please don't let her hold this the way she did last time. This time, and he allowed it to go on worse this time than it was last time. So I'm gutted for her, because she was so frustrated by the 4th and 5th round because she was holding that much. And from watching what I watched, I know if Chantelle was allowed to do the work she can do on the inside, it would have been a different result. But from what I watched, it was a close fight. She's devastated, really devastated, because she wanted to prove that, or she felt like this was all set up for her to lose, and she wanted to prove wrong and step one up again, and it's not happened, so she's gutted.
Okay.
Like and comment and everything, and give me a follow if you want. Okay, I'm going out. Bye.